Alright, so in this lesson we will use the Isosceles triangle theorem to solve for unknowns. So this Isosceles triangle theorem. So this is kind of important, right? So remember that I'm going to attempt to draw an isosceles triangle. And we'll say that this, remember, two congruent angles that across from it are two congruent side lengths. So let's go ahead. Example 1. I guess it doesn't say it, but let's find out what x is. So let's just pay attention to this triangle right here, because I will need, this is the other information it gives me. This is the only information it gives me besides, or as far as angle measures, right? So we know that if this 63 is across from like this side, or if this side goes with 63 degrees and this isosceles, so this side is equivalent or congruent, and then we know that this also goes to 63 degrees. Let's draw that a little better. 63 degrees. And we know that 63, and this unknown here, I guess we can call it angle x. No, we already have an x. Angle y. So we know that angle y plus 63 plus 63 should give me 180 degrees, or will give me 180 degrees. So 63 plus 63 is 126. So y plus 126 give me 180. And I take away 126. And I get y equals 100 minus 100 is 0. So 80 minus 20 is 60. 60 minus 6 is 54. So this is 54 right here. Now I also know that this angle and this angle together form 90 degrees. So I'm going to call this angle right here angle W. So we know angle W plus the 54 will give me 90 degrees. So I need to take away 54. Oops. 54. And W equals 90 minus 50 is 40. 40 minus 4 is 36. Cool. So this is 54 degrees. So I know that this is 54, and if this is, well, I'll show you like this. If, well, I guess I use a different color. This x is across from this side, right? So that should be the same right here. This should also be x. So we have x plus 54 equals 180. So x plus x plus 54 should give me 180, or will give me 180 degrees. So this is going to give me 2x plus 54. I'll do like this, 2x plus 54. Make it simpler. 2x, like that. Plus 54. Equals 180. And I take away 54 from both sides. And I get 2x equals 180, well, 80 minus 50 is 30, 30 minus 4 is 36. Well, hold on. 80 minus 50 is 30. 30 minus 4 is 26. Divide by 2. And x, well, I'll do it like this. X equals 63. And in our case, we're talking about degrees here, 63 degrees. Ooh, took some time. And okay, one more problem. Oh, two more problems apparently. So if angle 2 is, this angle 2 is 12x plus 4. So I'm just actually going to write 12. I'm going to take that and put 12x plus 4 degrees. What's the value of x? So this is 118. So this means this is 118. So 180 minus 118. So 70, and then minus 8 is 62. So that means this is 62 degrees. Because remember that these are supplementary, so they add up to 180. So 180 minus 118 is 62 degrees. And if this is 62 degrees, then that means this is across, this is 62 degrees. And if this is 62 degrees and this is complementary, so I do 90 minus 62 degrees. So 90 minus 60 is 30. 30 minus 2 is 28. So that means this is 28 degrees. So I'll box that like that. That means this is 28 degrees. And then if that's the same as that, then that means 180. Well, that means 28 plus 28 plus this. 28 plus 28. 28 plus 28 degrees plus the 12x plus 4 will give me 180 degrees. All right, so 28 plus 28 is 56 plus 12. Oh, I'm going to just add that 56. 56, and I put the 4, so I get 60 plus 12x equals 180. I'm going to get rid of it. Remember, I could rearrange this, but y'all know we got to get rid of this one first. 12x equals 120. And we divide by 12. And x equals 10. So we know that x is 10. So we got to figure out what angle 2 was, which is 12x plus 4. So the measure of angle 2 was, or is 12x plus 4. X was 10. 12 times 10 is 120. Plus 4 is 124. So the measure of angle 2 is 124 degrees. I'll write that in a little better. Measure of angle 2 is 124 degrees. Let's check that. So if that's 124 plus the 28 and 28, which is 56. So 124 plus 56 is 180. I'll write that a little better. So, cool. One more example. This example reads, what is the value of x? So let's look at the given information. We have that this side is congruent to this side, and that this angle is congruent to this angle. And we have that this side is 12, and this side length is 12x minus 12. Since this side length goes with this angle, and this side length goes with this angle, we know that the angles right here are actually congruent. So I'm going to say that again. This side right here goes with this angle, and the congruent side goes with this angle. So we know that these angles are the same, are congruent. Now, because that we know that this side and this angle are congruent to this side and this angle, we know that these two triangles are congruent by angle, angle, side, because they have an angle, angle, side in a row, angle, angle, side in a row that are congruent. So because of that, we also know that this angle right here, this side length here and this side length here are congruent because they're across from an equivalent or a congruent angle, and they're congruent triangles. So I'm just going to keep this color. So we know that this side length, 2x minus 12, is congruent to this side length, which is just 12. So plus 12, I get 2x equals 24, divide by 2, and x equals 12. Interestingly enough, I guess. And that's all it wants us to do is find x. If it wanted us to figure out what 2x minus 12 is, we would substitute in 12 in for x. But that's it. It just wants to know x. So we're done. And that's it. Thank you.